Tiny Cat? It's time to do a live stream, baby. Let's play some Final Fantasy VI. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This is my cat, Tiny Cat. He's in his little cat bed here. I'm playing this game on the SNES Classic. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Wait, let's change the frame. Have we used all of them? Alright, let's go to default border, which I think is no border. And start the game, Fallen Zoe. How are you? Last we left off, we uncursed the Cursed Shield. And it became the Paladin Shield, which is like one of the most useful items in the game. It's so good, Oakley the Needle. Hi, I'm at a frickin' hotel. Oh my gosh. What are you doing there? Let's start this file. And I have like a little bit of messing around to do, but I think we're gonna do the Fanatic's Tower this episode. But like, I want to like sufficiently show off. Well, first of all, I want to change the window color to something like a dark green here, maybe. Yeah, that's not so bad. With like a crazy lime green border. Alright, let's do that. How are you? I got another X-Acto knife related injury. Fallen Zoe, no, be careful. Why are you doing that? Okay, so I want to like efficiently show off that the evade stat in this bug... Sorry. I want to efficiently show off. I want to definitively show you that the evade stat in this game is bugged and does nothing. So let's try to make a character with like a really high amount of evade, but low M block. I feel like 78 evade is pretty good. Can we get that any higher? I want to say no. Not with my weapons anyway. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh yeah, if I give him a shield, he'll get some more evade, but he'll also gain M block, which is not what I want. So I think that's the best we can do here. Although this might not be the best character for it. Let's try it anyway. So I've got a character here with 78% evasion and 9% M block. And I'm gonna try to show you that the evade stat is bugged. So let's get into a battle here. I'm gonna give this guy like a weapon that won't proc a like a magical spell when I hit my own character with it. Okay. So once again, let me show you here that Crab has 78% evade and only 9% M block. So he should evade a good chunk of physical attacks that are aimed his way. And he should not block too many magic attacks. But I'm just gonna have my party, like, attack him with regular attacks here. Okay, he blocked one of them. Dang, he's blocking a lot. Yeah, maybe Crab isn't the best character to show this off with because he naturally gets, like, a high evade stat. Or I shouldn't say stat. He gets a high evasion, bonus because of his character. Ooh, I got discorded. Okay, so here he's taking some damage from physical attacks, and also he cannot stop magical attacks. So that high evasion percentage that I gave him... Let's try this with a different character, because I'm realizing now Crab has that dog that he can block with, and that's pretty random. And it's unrelated to his evasion stat there. Oh yeah, and Discord is a move that Carpet can learn. Okay, Nariku's Demon, what's going on? Let's try this with a different character. That was like a pretty good example to show it off. But like, obviously I want to make this into a short, so let's do it with a different character. Who can get a high physical evade while avoiding having a M block on his character? Let's remove here. Let's just, like, unequip this guy. Maybe this guy. Let's get him a high evade stat Wait, Falchion gives evade? It gives regular evade? Okay. I'm gonna give him Genji Glove here. And, oh, you know what? I'm gonna give him, what's the thing that gives just evade? It's like the beads or something? Yeah. Yeah, so this item pretty much does nothing since evade is bugged in this game. But let's give this guy a really high evade stat and, like, as low of an M block stat as I can. That gives some evade. Green Beret gives evade. Let's find a different character. I think I can show it off best with Locke. Let's try that. Discord is also a platform to chat with people, so chat with people on. KarmaJolt has his own Discord server. You should join. Yo, Fallen Zoe, thanks for advertising my Discord. I do have a Discord server. There's a link to it in the video description. And we have a great community. Would love to have you. I always post on the Discord before I go live. I can't join any Discords yet, says Oakley the Needle. Oh, because of all those crimes you committed in the past? Yeah. That's alright. Once you get out... World of Ruin Overworld Map is one of the best game songs of all time. Yo, K-Grow? I tend to agree. Okay, so let's give this guy Genji Glove and Beads to show that the evade stat is bad and does nothing. Okay, so this guy's got 75 evade. Is there a way I can increase his evade without increasing my M block, though? That gives another 10. Okay, so let's try it with this guy. This dude has 85% evade and 2 M block. And now I gotta equip my other characters with, like, some stuff. Let's give them, like, slightly weaker weapons here. Yeah, like cards. Okay. I've been saying this all stream. But now I want to definitively show it off, or at least get you to see how it works or doesn't work. So like I've been saying this all stream, but evade is bugged in this game. The evade stat does nothing. It's your M block stat that accounts for both your physical evade and your magic evade. So what I've done here is I've given Fries some equipment that gives him 85% evade, but only 2% M block, which is the kind of milk that the cafe has. And that's what they put in my cappuccino. So yeah, so this guy's got 85% evade. If evade worked, he would be able to dodge like most of these physical attacks here, right? But he's really not dodging anything. 85% at this rate is looking more like 0. Okay, so Crab dodged something there, but that's because he's got good evasion in other forms, and not just from the evade stat. But Fries here is who we're looking at, right? So he's got 85% evasion, and he's not dodging anything. Let's try hitting him with Ice here, and maybe Bolt. Just to show you that 85% evade means nothing, and also 2% M block means that he won't block any magic either. So let's heal him up and get into a different battle. But then I'm going to try to increase his M block stat while lowering his evade to show you that M block accounts for both magic evasion and physical evasion. If I can get out of this battle ever. Saint C says, I hit that like button. Hey, appreciate you. That's how I was basically the first person of this stream. Fallen Zoe, I appreciate you. Stephen H, I see you as well. Why do these weeds have so much HP? This enemy is called Tumbleweed, and they have it's taking forever to kill them. Did I just heal them with something? Also, Tiny Cat, are you okay? Megan gained a level. Oh, I should have had Megan equipped with an Esper. I should also mention that because Evade does nothing, the Dark status, and that's the symbol you see next to Megan, the Dark status does nothing in this game except it gives you cool sunglasses. And then there's one other effect that only affects our friend Carpet when he's trying to learn the lore magics. But now let's equip Fries with stuff that gets him a lot of M block. And try to lower his evade here. Oh, I know. Can he not equip enhancers? Let's maybe get a different character in the party to show that off. Mog seems to heal on hit. Yeah, what was Mog equipped with there? The Trident? Is that like a water-type weapon? Yeah, interesting. I did not realize that Trident had a water element on it. Alex B. What's going on, by the way? Aaron B, I see you as well. Alright, let's put some people in the party here, like these guys. Watering the plants. Yeah, I guess that's what healed them. And on C, what's going on? Okay, and I'm gonna unequip some party members. And then, just for the sake of... because I'm gonna make a short out of this, obviously. For the sake of continuity, let's change the window color. Boom. Brendan C. I'm trying to show off how the evade stat is bugged here. And I just showed that a character with 85% evasion and very low M block would not block any attacks. But now, let's go with like a Genji glove here and a white cape to increase M block on my friend Bird. And then I'm going to give her the enhancer, which gives M block, but not evade. Oh wait, you know what? The force shield would be a better idea. Who's got that? Do I not have the force shield? I might have the force armor. Yeah, okay, so that gives M block. Okay, so now I've outfitted a character in such a way that she has 97% M block, but only 5% evade. And then I want to get into a battle to show you that her low evade doesn't mean anything because that stat does nothing. It's only your M block that accounts for both your physical evasion and your magic evasion. So Genevieve B, I'm going to get into a battle. And again, Bird has something like 97% magic block, but only 5% evade. Of course, the dog showed up there. And she's going to be blocking a lot of attacks. So she blocked 1 there. That's 2 for 3, 3 for 4. She missed 1 there. But you can clearly see that even with only 5% evade, she's blocking a lot of physical attacks, and she dodged a magic attack there. So I think that's some pretty solid evidence to show that the evade stat does nothing, and M block stat accounts for both your physical and your magic evade. Well, she just took 2 slashes to the dome right there. But she is blocking a lot more than Fries did when he had like 80-something% evade and 2% M block, you know? It was fixed in the Pixel Remaster. That's right, Kagro. Anyway, let's fight these weeds. And stop hitting my friend. Boom! Fire 3 and stuff. A little rude attacking your teammate there. No team killing, Karma. Yo, Jithem Dave, in Final Fantasy II, though, you wanted to attack your teammates like every battle. Because that's how you got HP growth, is by hitting your own teammates. Talking about the Famicom version of Final Fantasy II, where growth was not based on experience, but based on how much you did stuff. Brendan C., I'm playing Pixel Remaster. A lot of those bugs are fixed. Yeah, that's what I heard. Maybe I should try that version at some point. Let's do it. Let's go get that madam. That madman. That's what she said. Okay, I'm gonna have like a magic-friendly party. Because I think we're about to do the Fanatics Tower, Genevieve B. And yeah, I, just for no reason, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I did a bunch of push-ups today. So, like it says in the chat, if I get any donations, I'm gonna do calf raises. No more arm and chest workout. Anyway, let's, like, equip some people with stuff now. Oh, you know what I could do, actually? Let's mess around instead and go to the, I guess I could go to the Colosseum? That seems good. Okay, and what kind of relics should I use for the Fanatics Tower, where you can only use magic and you cannot use physical attacks? Aegis Shield, amazing. Obviously, I'm gonna give somebody the Paladin Shield. I like messing around, hee hee, says Genevieve B. Let's do it then. An Enigma, never beat the game. Are you talking about this one? Also, welcome. You team killing Muppet, yo, Soul Wave? That's me. Oh, hey, did you know you're great, says Socks the Cat? I was pretty sure. I had a suspicion. But hey, thanks for being here. Very true. Nice M block raise. Hey, thanks. Calyx, I see you. Yeah, she can have the Paladin Shield. Dang, the Magus Rod is so good, too. I'm gonna give her this brush. She doesn't need the Genji helmet. Well, it has a lot of magical defense. But look, if she has this shield, she's not gonna need that. This guy can get Magus Rod. Thunder Shield is great because it nullifies a lot of elements. Bard's Hat is fine, but like, the Genji helmet gives so much M-def, you know? Okay, that's fine. I am gonna give her the Marvel shoes. And you know what? How about a white cape? Just for a little bit more dodge. She has the Paladin Shield, so, like, I'm not worried about her getting hurt, you know? This guy, though, should probably get, like, a ribbon and a reflect ring. Wall ring, that's it. Wait, no one's got the sprint shoes, though. This is gonna be annoying. That's fine. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Okay, and who needs to learn some spells? She can learn Pearl. Actually, let's see who's close to leveling up. This guy's closest. She can learn those. She can learn those. Yeah, give her Tarato, the big snake. Aces, what's going on? Aces, I saw that you were streaming today, just like you said. That guy can learn Stop, I guess. Well, that's a faster way to learn it, is with Golem. No, let's give him Palador. Okay. Let's get out of here. I'm actually not going to use the sprint shoes? That's crazy. That is crazy. Let's lift off. Yo, I couldn't help but notice there's a lot of us here, so you know what to do. Be the best, be a deer. Like, subscribe, and donate too, because karma's the best, and so are you. Hey, Enigma. Sick rhyme. I landed my airship on that guy's house. Hope he's, You know what? Maybe he should try to find a repairman about that. Daniel, what's going on? Greetings from Germany, Jolt and chat. Let's go back to this guy later. Because there is a crazy cutscene you can do with this guy when Gao is in the party. But I don't want to do that all over again. No sprint shoes. That's old school. FF walking. I think the first thing I might want to do before I go to the Fanatics Tower is let's go to the Colosseum and wager the Ragnarok, which is like the second best sword in the game. But if you wager it and win, you can get the firstest best sword in the game. Where is the Colosseum? Is it this? Yeah. I miss rolling around Midgard on the high wind. Yo, Doc Mac? It misses you too. Call him, see him. Genevieve B? You're right. I should call him and see him. So who has the Ragnarok? Yeah, I gotta unequip that, unfortunately. Let's give her the scimitar. And I am actually gonna save a state here. So I can cheese the Colosseum, everybody. Because basically what you want to do is save the game here. Wager an item. If you lose, reset. Oh, shoot. Well, first I gotta do this. Arrange items. Yeah, so I can see them in my inventory. Bird is hair goals. Genevieve B? With pleasure. I bet Bird is like... Genevieve B is hair goals. Okay, so I don't know who to throw out onto the field here, but let's go with my friend Bird. Blaster? That might be an instant death. Oh, it missed. If I get really lucky with the scimitar and slice this guy in half, which is a thing the scimitar can do, that would be great. That'd be an instant win. I don't love that this guy does blaster every turn. Oh, except sometimes he hits me for like 300 damage. Which is like not a big deal at this point in the game, Anon. What is he doing here? A lot of damage to me. Oh, she morphed. Get him. I'm not in control of what Bird does in the Colosseum here. So she might do some dumb move here, like cast Scan or Cure 1 on herself, but usually they just fight. Now she's doing nothing for some reason. Did she get stopped? Boom. Lucky on auto attacks. I always had people cast like poison or something. Ted Raymond, yeah, I am getting lucky with the attacks here. And we won! Look at this! Got Illumina ×1. So remember how the Ragnarok was like a really, really good sword? And gave like 30 to evade and magic block? Well, this one is a legendary sword. And it gives 50 to evade and magic block. 255 battle power. 7 to all stats. I think it can cast Pearl on attack, if I'm not mistaken. But damn, look at those stats. Holy cow. Mage Davy. Got kind of lucky getting it first try there. Finn H. I'm glad you're back. Oh, wait. I should stay at the inn here, Tiny Cat. I'm talking to my cat. To regain my HP and MP. Excuse me, sir. That guy moves slower than I do, Brendan Crawford. Let's see. Shadow's my favorite for the Colosseum. Don't learn magic. Give him Memento Ring with high M block and let Interceptor do the work. That's actually not a bad idea. A lot of people like to use Umaru for the Colosseum just because he attacks every round, you know? He never messes around. Yo, Cliff White with the cliff emojis in the chat. Hey, everyone spam the mountains and the cliffs in the chat for Cliff White. That one in particular because the top of the mountain is white with snow. No sprint shoes is right, Mage Davy. We're doing this real slow. Too bad Evade is broken. Did I hear that it's fixed in the remaster? You did, Enigma. So it's like, I said earlier that like, oh, it kind of sucks that evade is broken. It only sucks for the weapons that give evade and not magic block. But it's actually also kind of awesome in that it's a stat you don't need to worry about, you know? You can just stack M block, and you'll be frickin' fine. Okay, let's go finally find the Fanatic's Tower. You're finally fine. Just like you've always been. Let me know if you find a tower in the middle of like a ring of mountains somewhere. A burning ring of mountains. What are these two little dots? Can I land on this? Maybe not. Would have been funny if I could. Oh, that's Tumhasa. Okay, I can't see the map. Because my eyes is bad. What's this over here? I'll figure it out, don't worry. Literally every time I play Final Fantasy VI, I forget where stuff is. That's what I'm looking for. It's part of the long strip of land. Okay, thank you, Joe Schmo. I got there. I didn't see your comment until just now, but we got there. Okay, so everyone's equipped with relics and stuff. Everyone's equipped with equipment and stuff. And everyone's got an Esper. Let's do this. My insomnia continues. Nick the Frenchie? I am about to go up a lot of frickin' stairs. Good luck, says Gamer Isn't, old channel. Also, this guy tells you a secret for 100,000 GP. I happen to have way too much money, so, like, I'll just give it to him. Hooey! Alright, here's the scoop. Beneath the desert of Figaro lies an ancient castle loaded with treasure. By the way, an old man who lives in the weapon shop in Narshi is looking for you. Okay, so that guy actually gives you two cool secrets. One about the ancient ruins underneath Narshi Castle. And then the guy who gave me the Ragnarok and the Paladin Shield. No use talking to them. Alright, I won't. Bye. Silvala, welcome. Gary P2. This is my least favorite part of the game. Yeah, because of all the stairs, Gary P2. Or like Starry P2. So, before... I already came up this way, like, a little bit. And I found a very important item. Okay, so... Wait. I'm just realizing now. They might have Reflect on them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bounce magic off of my friend Carpet. Let's use, like, Ice 3 on this guy. See if he's got a magic wall on him. But even if they do have a magic wall, if you bounce magic off of one of your allies that has Reflect, it can even hit someone who is reflected, is affected by the Reflect spell. Nick the Frenchie, thanks for being here. Dang, that guy, like, instantly killed me. Yeah, enemies here, kinda no joke. And I forgot you can't use the Runic ability here, which would make Celas really good. Carpet learned haste. Ice punch them. I'm trying. Let's cast Life on Cheese. Excuse me. Anime Girl. Lots of stairs is correct. Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. So yeah, I already found the secret switch next to the treasure chest in the room above me that opens up this door. And that's where you find the air anchor. And apparently a lot of people did not know where to find that or how to get it. But there's a switch that you can press that's like right here that opens up that door below us now. It makes that door appear. I don't know how you're supposed to know about that. I'm not sure how I knew about that. Maybe I heard about it in a speedrun or something. Anyway, let's fire 3 myself here. Honestly, I'm just gonna be bombing like Fire and Ice 3 over and over. Pretty much exclusively. Unless one of these guys absorbs fire or something. That guy doesn't. Let's try Bolt 3 here. And target my friend Carpet. Glasses change. You got it. No one in particular. I'm going to switch to some glasses that are a little easier to see in. 7 magic points for that, huh? Carpet learned Float. Got a Tincture, which will recover like 50 MP. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe somebody should have the gold hairpin. She doesn't need more magic evade if she's got the Paladin shield. Let's give her gold hairpin, which halves MP consumed. I don't know if I'm going to need to watch out for any particular status ailments. Attacking your teammates to reflect it onto the enemies. Why, that's brilliant, Karma. Yo, Fallen Zoe. That's a strategy that's probably been on GameFAQs guides since 1998. Level 60 magic. Get reflected, you idiot. Oh, he healed himself with that. Oh boy. That's a twisto right there. Did it miss everyone? Pretty sure it just missed everyone there. Yeah, so Jitham Dave, another great strategy for the Fanatics Tower is to bring Mog and give him the Moogle Charm, which negates random encounters. You just will not find any enemies. But I'm doing it the hard way. Unless I die, in which case I'm gonna reset and try again with Mog. This is FF6, right? But the original that was released here. Yeah, so, yes, Anime Girl. This is Final Fantasy VI. When it was originally released in North America, it was called Final Fantasy III. And the reason they did that was because the actual Final Fantasy... I forgot that when you wake up from sleep, there's like a cow or something that licks you, and suddenly you're awake again. Dang, that hit pretty darn hard. Anyway, like I was saying, North America did not get Final Fantasies 2, 3, and 5. So when we had Final Fantasies 4 and 6 released, we got 1, 4, and 6. But then they were like, we can't just number them 1, 4, and 6 because kids in America will be like, where are the others? Mom, I want Final Fantasy 2 and 3. That desert in FFL2 was worse than this tower, IMO. Are you talking about Final Fantasy Legend Fairy Tale Gaming? Remind me of the desert. Was that... Oh, where you can't see? It's like all shrouded in a sandstorm? I hate this quake here. That's like pretty miserable. I might equip Gaia gear on everybody. Gotta start doing something here. The block? Japanese FF2 trolled people with the level up system. Yes. Cast float out of combat. Yeah, that will probably work just fine too. Mono, what's going on? But we did get those English translation ROMs. Those were magic times. Yeah, shoutouts to, like, Zofar, or whatever the team was that, like, FF2 Freak, and all those guys who translated the ROMs so that you could, like, illegally get them back in the day. FF2 also trolled people with those fake rooms that would put you in the center with no items. Oh, yeah! Gary P2. I forgot about that. There were, like, in a lot of the dungeons in Final Fantasy II, the Famicom version of Final Fantasy II, actual Final Fantasy II. Like, you would find a door, and you'd be like, okay, let's explore in here to see if there's, like, a treasure or something cool. And you'd go in there just to find out, does nobody have the float spell? Just to find out, oh wait, it's down here. You'd go into those doors just to find out that there's nothing in those rooms. And when you go in those rooms, it would put you in the center of the room, so you'd have to walk at least 5 spaces to get back through the door to get out of the room. But, like, you're for sure gonna get into a battle when you do that. Just empty rooms where it slapped you right in the center of it. FF2 level up system is actually pretty cool. You can make your evasion so high you'll never get hit, and you can insta-kill almost every enemy and most bosses with warp. Oh yeah! Interesting. Peace out, gotta go. Yo, Soul Wave? I'll see you soon. Yeah, and I did recently post a video, not that recently, but I posted a video about a glitch you can do in Final Fantasy II where you equip a fire tome as a weapon, which is not something you're supposed to be able to do. Oh, I got a Genji shield. I don't think it's going to help me more than the Aegis shield in this particular dungeon. Yeah, a lot of physical defense. Slightly more M block than the Thunder Shield, but Thunder Shield has such good resistances. Anyway, I keep getting distracted. Yeah, so there's a glitch you can do in Final Fantasy II. Where, like, you can find there's a way to equip a magic tome in combat, which you're not supposed to be able to do that. But if you fight with it, you end up hitting for, like, way more damage than you should be able to do. And speedrunners will do that to, like, insta-kill a lot of bosses. Dang. Took a ton of damage there. Jacob France, Giant Rash, how are you? AQ, what did you think of FF Origins? Tactics or Mystic Quest? Love Tactics, that's the best Final Fantasy. Mystic Quest, great game for what it is. It does get a little bit tedious, and it kind of holds your hand, you know. But the soundtrack is awesome, and it's fun. It's a fun time. FF Origins. What is that? Was that the remake of Final Fantasy 1 that was on, like, PlayStation? Carpet is injured. That's true. Can I Osmos a dude here? Yeah, so this whirlwind attack puts you in, like, critical HP, but I don't think it kills you. Or maybe it can, I don't know. Dead. Yeah, the life spell was broken in Mystic Quests in such a way that, like, it would just kill enemies. And it was not supposed to do that. Whitewind does 90%... Sorry, Whirlwind does 90% of your current HP. Fairy Tail Gaming, I love that. Maybe I should use that. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have this guy cure everyone else. Oh, they're all fully healed, huh? And then I was gonna use an elixir, but... You know what? I haven't used a single X potion yet. Let's do that. Fully heals. Cast life on undead for instant kill. Yeah, Selvala, in Mystic Quests, that was bugged. So that, what they wanted it to be was that you could cast life on an undead enemy to kill it. But they got a flag mix-up when they were programming. So basically anything that's not undead can be killed with the life spell. Isn't that crazy? Alright. I'm gonna Osmos here. And then let's try this other guy. So it's level 70 and 50. Do they have magic walls? Berserk? Yeah, right. Oh, does this work? Oh, it missed. Okay. What does Osmos do? Jitham Dave? It steals MP and a lot at that. Look at that. I just got like 300 MP back. Okay. So those guys, which I think are the level 70 magic users, you can Osmos them to get a bunch of MP back. And that's kind of cool. Let's bolt 3 here. Yo, Gary P2 with the cool $5. Cannot drop a $5. Can't not drop a $5. You're the greatest, man. Hey, appreciate you. Everyone put the P2 in the chat for Gary P2. Thank you so much. And let's add 10 to go on the reps counter because we're doing double reps for calf raises. What is this doing? Is this rasp? Oh, nothing. P2. Thanks for the P2s, everybody. Sleep. Get slept. Oh my gosh, what a fool. Oh, it missed. Like it's Mario Party. Yo, Gary P2, thank you so much. Let's see some Pearl action. Enki dude? Does this guy have Pearl? He's got Ultima. Wait, he's got Pearl. Let's do that. I heard TV YouTube watching has overtaken mobile. Any Nibba? Is that true? Sirefly, is this the Final Fantasy? I'm sorry, if this is the Final Fantasy, why do they keep making more of them? Penultimate Fantasy, there should have been one. Oh, fire heals him. I'm being a goose. So I don't think this guy has a reflect on him. Oh, never mind, he does. But Osmos is not affected by reflect? I think Tipsy just died there. Cliff White, oh my gosh. With the cool 5 KarmaJolt memberships. MB, I see you. Everyone spam the Cliff emoji in the chat for my guy Cliff White, who gave a membership to Adam Sr., Andrew Jackson, not the former president, I assume, Hachi, Frank Doody Doofus, and David Johnson, not the former president, I assume. Joe Schmo. Yeah, put those mountains in the chat, everybody. So we got, we're doing double reps, right? Is it 1 membership equals 12? So yeah, we're adding 60 to the to-go counter. Hey, appreciate you, Cliff White. Rakov. Mr. Bobo, a Jake Asman fan. Welcome. Got whooped. Got kind of whooped that battle. I feel like you're gonna have a party member die like once or twice every battle here. What is she equipped with? Crystal Mail? That's like not even that great. Wait, Genji armor gives a ton of M defense. Let's give her that. I might consider giving her a Thunder Shield. No, that's so much less M block. But she'd have awesome resistances. Alright, we're probably fine. Okay. Yeah, so I thought that level 70 magic enemy didn't have a wall on him because you can just Osmos him. But I guess this goes through shields. It goes through reflect. Let's Pearl. Let's bounce the Pearl spell. Twice, as a matter of fact. Get poisoned. See ya. 6,000 damage for that's pretty good. Infinite Stairs must be an FF staple. Raykov? It's also a Metal Gear thing. Like, I don't know about Metal Gear 1, but Metal Gear 2 on MSX had, like, a scenario where you're running from the guards for, like, I don't know, 40 flights of stairs or something like that. Then they brought it back in Metal Gear Solid. Make sure you have the auto life spell or you will never win against the tower boss. Yo, Saber X Fencer? I'm so glad you said that. Because there are actually multiple ways to kill the boss of this tower, and we will get to that. Genevieve B, I see you. I'm glad you're here. Let's see, what else? So this, she learned Pearl, right? I'm just gonna give her anything that she can learn here. Ice! Ice 1. Sure. She can also learn Float at some point, or Poison. Yeah, she's pretty much learned all the spells, huh? But you don't get any experience in the Fanatic's Tower. So I don't have to worry about, like, my level ups, you know? So I'm not constantly in the menus. What about this guy? Haste 2, Slow 2. Yeah, Alex B, we'll get there. Is this the tower with the guy who casts a spell on death? Cliff White. You bet it is. And it's also, there's also a dragon. Dang it, I got into a random encounter. With a magic urn? Is there something special I'm supposed to do against this guy? He's casting Remedy on me. Wow, dragon, says Sirefly. What happens if I ice him? Well, that heals him. Oh, I got potioned. Amazing. I'm gonna scan this dude. And I'm gonna take this opportunity to steal some MP. Level 31, 100 HP, a billion MP. It doesn't tell me that he absorbs ice? Magic Pot, I have this MTG card, says Dwight Taylor. Yeah, what does this guy do? Tincture. This nice enemy is like healing me. Can I run? What happens if I drain him? Does anybody know that? Maybe not. You can steal, I think. Cliff White, I can't use my steal ability here. Use an elixir on him. Yo, Jacob France, that's what you're supposed to do on the enemies in Final Fantasy V. How did he escape? He had 100 HP total, did he not? I dealt like 5,000 damage to him there. Receive Stunner! Oh my gosh. That is, Stone Cold Steve Austin's signature move. Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, this is an item for Crab that will randomly stop an enemy, and that's really good. Get him in your party. Yo, dragon, I'm trying to recruit you. The camera tilted and panned. Ooh, a white dragon? What color eyes it got? Let's scan this dude. Actually, let's do, let's do fire on him. I don't know. And slow him. Yeah, those pot enemies heal you and restore MP. Saber X Fencer? Like, they gave me a boost there. They gave me some MP and some HP back. Giuseppina, we still working on the shield? No, we have the paladin shield. Okay, not weak to nothing. Let's meteor him here. See what that does. And then flare. Like Rick the Nature Boy, flare. Dirtiest player in the game. A good Ultima. Let's try that. I think flare is a non-elemental magic, and therefore it can't be, like, absorbed or anything. What does that do? What is he doing there? What is he doing? What is he doing? Haven't seen F-Zero 99 in a while. Sylvala, I think I played it, like, yesterday. No, I played it either Saturday or Sunday. $10,000 damage there. Well, almost. With Ultima. That's pretty darn good. Paladin Shield won't save you from non-elemental magic. Saber Axe Fencer? It still has a chance to evade it, though. You might just block it entirely. Carpet learned Slow 2 and Haste 2. Tipsy learned Life 2 and Cure 3. Bird learned Ice. Got Pearl Lance. Ooh, 3 dragons left. Let me show you what the Pearl Lance does. That's a good weapon. Randomly casts Pearl. The Goo and Piano can equip it. Decent battle power, gives a small boost to magic. In 12, the magic pots are immune to all damage unless you give them an elixir. You can steal it back. Also, and they become non-hostile. Yeah, Cliff White. So in FF5, there's an enemy called Magic Pot, I believe, or I don't remember what it's called, but it's a very similar enemy that if he's like, give me an elixir, and if you give him an elixir, there's a chance that he just says, thank you, then leaves, and you get like 100 ability points. What does getting all the dragons do? Again, I genuinely don't remember. Yeah, Giuseppina. At one point, if you beat all the dragons, and I think the final dragon might be in Kefka's tower, you get... Thank you. You get the Crusader Esper, which teaches... Merton is the name of the spell, but it's a mistranslation of Meltdown. Fave color lenses to flavor your FF6 experience. Yo, Enki dude? That's a great idea. How about... these rose-colored glasses. I got a tincture for that. Hey, wait, let's do these 70 calf raises, everybody. Thanks to Cliff White. Alright. I got 40 pounds of weight here. I don't know where to angle the camera, but let's angle it up here. Unless you think I should angle it down at my calves. But, I'm raising up on the toes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Calyx, you heading out? Appreciate you. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. That's a good start. There's a dragon on the stage. Yeah, fighter. That was the Earth Dragon. He's really more of a dinosaur, but we already killed him. He's pretty extinct. He's pretty extinct from all the other dragons. Rain King. Hey, another stream. Let's go. I'm back, baby. Yo, welcome. We just did 40 calf raises. Right? Was that 40? Hey, thanks, Cliff White. So many new channel members. Genevieve B. What's the tune that I should be singing this to? I already forgot. The thing about your parody, though, is that Kefka is actually one of my favorite villains of all time. Selvala, I'm glad you said hi. Level 80 magic. I'm gonna just, like, try fire here and see if that does something. Wow, you already forgot. Babe, I'm having such a hard time today with my brain. It's been real rough. My masterpiece! JVV, no! Mad Mike, what's going on? Mad Mike 2010. Great year for mics, I would say. Yeah, these ladies are smoking. They are. Had my hands full, but the MGS ladder and stair parallel is cool and wild. Yeah, uh-huh. Oh, yeah, because Metal Gear Solid 3 didn't have a long staircase. It did have a long ladder. Gen B's gonna sing it non-stop for you, and you will never forget. Selvala, my memory has been so bad lately. Just, like, depending on the day, you know? The other day, I couldn't remember the code to get into my own house, so I had to use the key. These kind of look like Mai from Fatal Fury / Street Fighter 6. Doc Mac? I don't think it's that. That happened to me, says Gary P2. I really think that since, like, post-COVID, my short-term memory just, like, isn't reliable. Nothing feels real. Gary P2, you alright? Himbos unite. Yo, Enki dude. I used to be schmott. It's kind of a shame. We all healed up. Yeah, no one's taken too much damage lately. But who's missing MP here? Cheese and Tipsy. Alright, he learned all those. Let's teach him stop. Reflect is kind of nice. Berserk and Vanish. Actually, Berserk is awesome for this upcoming fight. He doesn't know Bolt either. I think social media is to blame for everyone's failing short-term memory. I think COVID exacerbated everyone's social media addiction. Any Enigma? Yeah, like maybe I should delete like Instagram or something. I waste so much time on it. I blame it on the schools, says Doc Mac. Yeah, you know what? You might be right, because I haven't been to school in, like, years. What are they doing? Grolix, what's going on? I'm here for the trickiest fight in the game. Let's see Karma whoop this guy. Remember to like the stream, everybody. Hey, appreciate you. Yes, we got the Force Armor. Oh my gosh. That is, we got another Force Armor, and I feel like this lady could use it here. Yeah, the stats are not as good as the Genji Armor, which just gives a ton of stats, you know? But that extra 30 M block is so good. Let's take a look at the Genji Armor. 90 and 80, and then like a bunch of strength, speed, stam, and magic power. What a thrill. In darkness and silence through the night. Yo, are we singing Snake Eater, Giuseppina? The lyrics to that song don't make any sense, and I love it. Damn, Snake Eater's such a good game. I should get to that soon. I streamed all the way through Metal Gear Solid, like maybe a year or two ago. Let's actually steal some MP from this guy. As long as he's being nice to me, I'm gonna steal from him. Can I run? Just read books, even bad books. It's the social media antidote. Enki dude? I think you're right about that. Snake. It's good even on the 3DS port that runs at 15 FPS and displays at like 320p. Wasn't there a Metal Gear Solid collection on Switch like a few years ago? Which Metal Gear game reads your memory cards? That's Metal Gear Solid. Also the remake Twin Snakes for GameCube, which I never played. But that one has a hilarious glitch that you can do to skip the... To skip the part where you have to shoot a guided missile over the electrified floor. MGS1 the GOAT, says Miller King 91. Yeah, streamed all the way through that, like, maybe a year ago? Year and a half? I might get back to it at some point, but I definitely want to do 2 and 3. I don't understand why that guy wants to cast Life 3 on me, but sure. Going to save Strago? Yo, Bill Cox? Yes. Dat Earthbounder, welcome. Twin Snakes was cool because you can do first-person view. Yeah, Mage Davey. So, in that game, I just found this out because I, like, started watching a speedrunner guy whose name I wish I could remember and give a shout-out to. But when I finally make a video of this glitch, I'll link him in the description. But, like, there's a... Oh, we're at the top. There's basically a part in Metal Gear Solid where... there's an electrified floor in front of you, and you're in a room that is filling with, like, noxious gas, right? Like, poisonous gas. So you have to wear a gas mask. And what you need to do is, in order to unelectrify the floor, you shoot a guided missile down the hallway, then curve it through some rooms to hit an electrical panel on the other side of the... I don't know, it's like a few rooms down. And then it blows up, and then the electric floor is powered down, so you can walk across it. But, like, there's something like if you equip a weapon as you step right onto the electric floor, Snake will freak out and get electrified, but he'll still be alive, so you just walk as you're getting electrocuted like this, and you can go straight to the next boss fight. Selvala, I appreciate you. Thanks for showing up. Okay, so who's got what? Are we ready? In this room... there is one of the best items in the game. It's the gem box. And man, is this thing cool. Because what it allows you to do is you can cast 2 spells in one turn. It changes magic into X magic, which allows you to blast out 2 Hadoukens from your hands in one round of combat. And it's like just as good as it sounds. I didn't realize I can get into random encounters in this room, so I was messing around. But watch. Here's what X magic does. It allows me to cast 2 spells. And I will demonstrate this by casting Ice 2 on myself twice. I guess he's a little bit slow with it, so it takes him some time here. Oh, is he countering with life 3? By he, I mean that enemy. I don't know. Could be a lady. For the price of one? No, Raykov. It still costs, you know, the same amount of MP as casting that spell twice. Of course, I could have cast 2 different spells, you know. But yeah, amazing item right there. Okay. I might actually save in the middle of this upcoming battle. Just to show off how to beat this guy, because a lot of people had trouble with this boss coming up. Master Kefka's treasure. Return it now. It's just a box, dude. Huh, it's just a box. Speaking of Metal Gear, I can't escape? I can't get out of here? Can I go back into that room? No, I can't. There's like a little ghosty goo here. Yo, and the side order became a channel member. Welcome to Genius level. Yo, everyone spam the French fries in the chat for side order. How many more reps should I add for that? Like 20? You know what? F it. Let's make it 30 more. We got 60 to go. Hey, side order. Thank you so much. So, here's a boss. He's the boss at the top of the Fanatics Tower. I forgot. I literally forgot the name of the tower that I had said multiple times. But this is the boss at the top of the Fanatics Tower. He does this annoying thing where he, like, changes his weakness multiple times throughout the battle. So, like, you might want to scan him every now and then to see what element he's weak to. The problem is, he might just immediately change the element that he's weak to. Weak to nothing right now, so I'm just going to Bolt 3 him by bouncing it off my party member here. And he's hitting himself with ice. But man, this guy likes to cast magic or something. Isn't that crazy? Who would have expected that? Matter of fact, why don't I, like, bolt myself twice? Actually, let's do haste too. Okay, there he did a barrier change. Let's try to get lucky here and find out what he is weak to. Maybe I'll just bolt him right away. Okay, so he's gonna wall change right now. And Bolt 3 me. Okay, and he's wall changing again, Ninja Master. King Koopa. But, like, if you don't want to have to deal with any of that, a cool strategy to use against this guy is to just berserk him. And he'll stop using magic altogether, and I think he also stops doing his wall change. I could be wrong about that. But he'll switch from using magic on you to doing regular attacks, and it makes the battle, like, kinda easier. Alright, I'm scanning him here. He's weak against wind. I don't have any wind attacks except for this, but I think he's immune to that. Okay, so did I berserk him there? I'm gonna rasp him. This guy's got like a ton of MP, right? Oh, it's this bastard. Yo, Schwarzwald? It is. Weak against water. Give me a break. Not weak against lightning, though. Okay, so he doesn't wall change there. Do I have any water-related spells? Flare is non-elemental. Let's try that and Ultima. Tiny Cat? I scanned him, then forgot to look at the numbers. Okay, Flare still does damage, so I'm not, like, entirely stuck here. No Blizzaga, says Mason Epic. They call it Ice 3 in this game. Dang, that did 10,000 damage, though. Right, he's got 26,000 HP. He's weak against water. I'm guessing ice won't hurt him, then. Nor will fire. What about, like, poison? Does this guy have a wall? I don't even know. Cannot use lore in the tower. No ice, says Mason Epic. Yeah, the only water magic is Strago's lore. Yeah, Saber X Fencer, I kind of got unlucky when I berserked him while his wall was on a, while his weakness was water. Alright, he's got 6,000 HP there. He's weak against water. I gotta be really careful here. I wonder if I can Quake him. Okay, so here is where I'm gonna save a save state. I don't know how possible this is. Tiny Cat, I need you out of the way, baby. Thank you. So what I want to do is get him down to, like, low HP. With something like Flare. But for, like, okay, I just saved it. First, let me show you what happens when you kill this guy. When you defeat this enemy, he will, on death, cast the Ultima spell, which will kill your party, right? And that's pretty discouraging if you finally made it to the top of the Fanatic's Tower. Like, you made it all the way through this very difficult dungeon, only to have an enemy wipe out your entire party in one move as you kill him. So, there are essentially multiple ways that you can kill this boss. Most people, what they'll do is they'll cast Life 3 on one of their allies, and I hope I have that spell somewhere. Bird has it. Because what the Life 3 spell does is, it will revive you on death. So after you die, basically you get wiped out by Ultima, then you get re-revived, and you have at least one of your party members survive. The other way to kill this guy, though, is to drain his MP so that he doesn't have enough MP to cast Ultima when he dies. The problem with that, though, is like we saw, this guy has like 100,000 MP or something, so it's like pretty hard to do that. Yeah, he's got like 50,000 MP. I could drain all of it. I'm not gonna do that. Can I poison him? Is he... Okay. Now what I want to try, though, is getting him down to, like, really low HP. Because there's one other solution, and this is how I did it when I was younger. Is there a focus sash? I don't believe so, Raykov. That might have been perfect. Let's scan this guy now. $378 HP. That might actually work. Okay, so the other solution to this guy is to get him down to a very small amount of HP, then cast the Pallador summon, which causes all of your characters to jump. And this will probably do like 90 to 100 HP of damage to him for each character that jumps on him this way. But if we can manage to kill him, it's not gonna work. While one character is still in the sky... Shoot. It didn't work. Then he'll cast Ultima while one of you is, like, still up in the air, and it won't hit you. Dang, that was so close. I actually want to try that again. So this guy, like, Flare did almost enough damage to this dude. If I can have that Flare hit him, like, a little bit harder, it could have worked. 63, 61. Let's maybe try Flare with Tipsy. Does she know it? Does she have more or less magic power? Probably less, actually. If I can do, like, 6,500 damage to this guy. Let's manipulate the save state, everybody. How much does her Flare do? Let's see it. Dumb question, but is Ultima blockable? Joey M, not a dumb question. Unfortunately, it is not blockable. Pallador is the worst strategy if you were on SNES without save state. Saber, I did it as a kid. But I didn't have this guy berserked. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this to work. Actually, does Pearl hurt him? FF6 is one of the best FF games ever, says Wing Zero. Hey, appreciate you. Thanks for showing up. I could dispel the berserk, that's true. Wub, 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 wub. Does he block this? Yeah, 0. That stinks. I might just have to get like a really lucky roll on a Flare here. What if you get them low in attack to get them even lower? That's the thing about this Fanatics Tower, Grolix, is that I cannot physically attack. I have magic and item, and that's all I got. Would Vanish and X Zone work? Probably. Anti-U, I've never played T Edition, but I heard great things about it. Okay, I'm gonna try like a couple more times to get this guy down to... I need that Flare to hit for like 200 more damage than it did the first time. Abreu Lima, I'm trying to... there we go. I think this will work. I'm trying to get this guy down to like 200 HP so that I can get a really janky strategy to work against this dude. So, let's see. Yeah, he's at 55 HP. That rules. Okay. So, now, instead of doing life 3 or draining all of his magic or just tanking the Ultima and surviving, I'm going to cast Pallador, which will scoop up my entire party and have them basically use the jump attack on this guy. So, I'm guessing the first character is going to do more than 55 HP to this dude, which will kill him and cause him to cast the Ultima spell, while the rest of my party is up in the air, I guess just hanging onto the ceiling or something. Therefore, they will survive the Ultima attack, and I will win the battle. That's how I did it when I was in 7th grade. And it took a lot of planning, but I was able to do it. Cheese learned White Wind, or is it Whirlwind? Excuse me. And Quarter. Tipsy learned Slow 2 and Haste 2. Got a Mega Elixir. You really don't get too many of those in this game. Hey, Big Chris, welcome. Beautiful play. Yeah, it only took me like a couple resets. Make sure you know this was awesome and he's great, says Adam Sr. Hey, thank you. Ready for the marble race, KJ. Day 1 in a week. Team KJ in 4th for Creator Cup, GL. Hey, I'll be there. Ninja Master, yeah, I love Final Fantasy V. Okay, so now the problem is, we still gotta go down the stairs. And I hate that for all of us. Actually, can you warp out of here? I actually don't know. No, you can't. No warping, you have to go all the way down the stairs. At least they have a handrail. Like, imagine this entire tower and there's no handrail. Gosh, that would be horrifying. Oh, and I should for sure recast Float on my party here. It suddenly got really cold in here, as if a ghost just passed through my body. Or as if low temperatures just passed through my body. It'd be just like my home. Yeah, Genevieve B has a staircase in her house that ain't got no handrail. And I'm afraid of it. Just jump off the top. This is an RPG. Fall damage doesn't exist. Yeah, but Giuseppina, it's an RPG. You can't jump. What does Float do? Asks David09 something. Yeah, David, welcome. Float basically makes it so that your characters hover in the air like this, and therefore they aren't affected by, like, Earthquake. And pretty much any Earth-based spell. Shoot. Does level 60 absorb the ice? Dang it. I just cast, like, exclusively Ice 3 on this enemy, didn't I? Man, they're absorbing so much HP. They're so healthy right now. God bless Dungeon OSHA. Thank you, dude. There's got to be a game where you like, create safety features in a dungeon, right? Imagine this tower with the Ghostbusters NES theme playing the whole time. Oh my gosh, you gotta tap A and B repeatedly. That is... I never played that game when I was younger. I have a copy of that game, of Ghostbusters on the NES, which is, like, consistently regarded as one of the worst games of all time. Because it's bad. It's just a very bad game. But, like, toward the end of the game, your crew is walking up this tower that has, like, I don't know, 50 flights of stairs or something ridiculous. And instead of moving with the D-pad like you do in every game, you have to tap A and B alternately. To step with left foot, then step with right foot. And it's just as frustrating as it sounds, except it's also very difficult. But there's a glitch you can do in there that, that basically makes you invulnerable to damage. I made a video about that a while back. Ghostbusters! Extremely bit crushed. It's hilariously bad, yeah. The cold feeling is your sensations. Your sensations are telling you to tell people you're great. Cliff White? Yeah, I think every time somebody tells their friends I'm great, I start to shiver. That's why I'm cold all the time. Did they just, like, elixir there? Remedy? Yo, this person? Remedying me? You mean to tell me you don't press A and B when walking up flights of stairs? Moogle Fantasy? I skip the stairs as much as possible. I get plenty of leg day when I'm on stream. We do so many squats. I still got 60 calf raises to go. Currently playing FF7, Wild Arms, and The Legend of Dragoon. Yo, great choices. Who was that? Ninja Master 1987. Carpet learned Berserk, and Cheese learned Ultima. I would give someone else the Paladin Shield, but I don't really want to mess with my equipment since it's working, you know? I do have the Moogle charm. I decided not to do it, Saber X Fencer. I renamed all my spells in Wild Arms to FF equivalents. You can rename spells in that game? I should play it just for that. Do these guys absorb fire? I keep forgetting their weaknesses. Especially because I am very distracted by all of you cool and funny people in the chat. Nope, fire's fine. But Mog's not in party. Yeah, Mog's at a different party. Faust! There's a watermark on my thumbnails and in my streams. Yo, aces. I never did that. Maybe I should. Osmos. Osleast. I'm gonna Osmos just to get some MP back here. I'm playing through Legend of Dragoon as well, says Mage Davey. It's a fun one. Also playing Breath of Fire 3 and the PlayStation version of this game and Chrono Trigger. Heck yeah. More Osmos. Then Fire 3. Excuse me. Level 80, bouncing Cure off carpet like I'm supposed to be impressed. Dwight Taylor? I think she's just nervous that she's on stream with like 126 people watching, you know? That's why she keeps messing up here. Yeah, not a great play. Just finished my first FF16 playthrough. Expansions were great. Wait, there's a 16? Not that I am saying there's a Final Fantasy 16. I mean, there's a number 16. I didn't know numbers went past 12. Have I seen Final Fantasy 16? I actually don't know. Breath of Fire 5 is the best BOF game. Anyone agree? I didn't know there was a fifth one, as a matter of fact. Whoops, don't want to go back up. Man, their quads gotta be burning. F no, says Tikal. 3 is the best. Breath of Fire? Oh yeah, Faust, we're talking about Breath of Fire. Bucky Barnes, Bucko, what's going on? Let's do Bolt on these guys, I think. Am I the only one that plays Final Fantasy 6 on GBA? I kind of like the extra content, though. Yeah, no, so I heard that version is great. I just think a lot of people who love this version of the game prefer the sound quality in the SNES version, because the Game Boy Advance generally didn't have great sound. Genevieve B, you brushing them teeths? Good girl. That's very important. I actually loved 15 and 16, says Moogle Fantasy. Yeah, I never tried them. Those are really good FFs. Dead. Poil. That's how they probably pronounce it. Also, GBA version has a cropped screen. Oh, okay. I didn't consider that. 8 was my favorite, says AQ. Megatom Plays says, FF15 is underrated. I watched a little bit of it. I watched my man Megahar play some of it. Lufia 2, Dwight Taylor. Great soundtrack on that game, too. Had my jaw broken in three places and most of my shattered teeth removed last week. Brushed those teeth. Faust, oh my gosh, that sounds awful. Lufia 2, criminally underrated. Moogle Fantasy, I'll tell you this about it. I did not care for any of the characters in that game aside from Dakar and maybe Lexus. Music was great. Characters were flat at best. But soundtrack, amazing. Puzzles, a lot of fun. The little items that you get to use outside of combat, that was cool. This shadow, reflect is great. If an enemy casts it on themselves, just cast reflect on yourself and use it to hit enemies with magic. Yes, if you bounce magic off of a teammate who has reflect, then it will pierce through the enemy's reflect spell. 16 was, okay. I haven't played it, though. But to summarize, screw Annabella. Bucky Barnes? Don't even know who that is. But yeah, F them. They're dumb, and I hate them. Capsule Monster System was a lot of fun, too. Yeah, oh yeah, and Lufia 2, you basically get Pokemon. Level 90 magic looks like the Marinkina Fairy. Enki dude? I don't get that reference. I like ducks. Welcome back. Straw Hat Brian says, I loved the capsule monsters. Hot take FF2 was my favorite, says XCluB. Do you mean the Japanese, like, FF2 for the Famicom? Or the FF2 that was actually FF4? Always gotta clarify, I feel like. World of Final Fantasy is a thing? I don't know that one. Anyone learned X-Zone yet? Oh, Vis Shadow, yeah, maybe I should do that. Does it work on this lady? Let's try it. Well, it's not gonna work today. Actual FF2, like from Dawn of Souls. Oh yeah, I have that version. XCluB? We were just talking a little bit about that game. It tried to do so much, you know? And honestly, I think that Final Fantasy has one of the best stories in any Final Fantasy game. Like, I actually liked the characters in that game, especially the guest characters that join your party for a while. Like, oh my god, Layla, first crush. Gordon? A coward who was shunned by his kingdom, but then he had like a big ol' redemption arc. Okay, none of them died to X-Zone, but that's fine. World is just a recap of all the others. Based out of a storybook. Interesting. Great Plains Gorilla. Welcome. I could just Ultima everybody. Whew, did you hear that? That was a crunchy neck pop there. Everyone put some sort of skeleton or bone related emoji in the chat for my bones and skeleton. 12 has Opal Ring, which allows spells to go through Reflect, perfect for healers. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Bah. Got 8 magic points. Thank you, everybody. The Skull and Crossbones. Count it. Why does everyone sleep on 12? I never played that one either, XClu. I really didn't play anything past 9. Let's steal some MP here. Double Osmos, let's go. Has anyone ever played Lisa the Painful? Oh, Faust. I tried to play that a long time ago. Battles look like Earthbound. Soundtrack off the charts. I should give it another try. That was like a brutal game. Like, just with a super sad story. Kind of traumatic. Have that game. Got it. Free. Chisapina? Good call. Never talk about FF13. Saber X Fencer. Is that the one with lightning is the main character, right? FF12 has an amazing story, even though it's just Star Wars, but the best FF stories are Star Wars. Yeah, well, this one has an evil empire. And some, mysterious force known as the Force. I'm sorry, magic. I don't think, like, anyone can learn any more stuff. Oh, she can learn float. Let's give her that. Sure. Learn drain. Learn antidote and scan. Canyon H. I'm at my friend's house and we're sitting in silence watching the stream on 2 different phones. Heck yeah. Thanks for joining. Gotta go. Have fun, people. Yo, Fighter, I'll see you soon. FF2, 4, 6, 12 are all Star Wars in disguise. 4? Oh, because it turns out the main villain is your brother. The only FF I truly disliked was 13-2. I didn't realize that was a thing. 13-2. Kind of like how 10 had a 10-2. One of my friends used to do this dumb joke where, like, if anybody asked what time it was, he'd be like, it's 10-2. And they'd be like, 10-2 what? And he'd say, your own damn business. Shoutouts to Joshua Smitty Smith. FF2 sucked, especially on GBA, making me start over again. How'd it do that? I realize now I could have gotten the game for free, says Logan. By stealing? FF2 is practically a darker and maybe slightly simpler Fire Emblem plot. She's learned haste and slow. Wait a second. He should learn these. Yeah, Tipsy had 777s. I like to look at my wrist and say it's half a hair past a freckle. Genevieve B. Pretending you're wearing a watch? Classic joke. Enter the Gungeon was free for a weekend and I missed it? I actually really like that game, Logan. I am not good at it, but that's a fun one. Or is it a gun one? I got Sonic 2 for free once. Yeah, let's talk about games we got for free once. What did I get for free? Actually, this, my whole SNES Classic was a gift from a cool friend of mine named Sax Dog. That's not his real name, but it's what my family call him affectionately. Yo, Dwight Taylor, welcome to $6.99. Nice. Yo, we got a new channel member, everybody. Everyone spam the DT in the chat. Dwight Taylor, a combination of 2 Hall of Fame athletes, obviously. Opus Castle, Genevieve B. Yo, Dwight Taylor, thank you so much. Jeremiah F. Hi to all. Hi all. Who all remembers Legend of Legaia? Good luck on your run today. May the RNG gods be in your favor. Hey, thank you so much. We were just talking about Legend of Legaia the other day because somebody got the name mixed up with The Illusion of Gaia. But yo, DT! Let's see here. Let's add 16 to the to-go counter. You know what? Let's add... Yeah, no, 16 seems right. Whoops. We got 76 calf raises to go. DT, thank you for the CM, that's channel membership. Bird learned to float. Never played Legend of Legaia. But I heard a lot of the soundtrack because my roommate used to play it. I'm like, oh, this is from a game. Oh, the soundtrack's great. Have you tried? How is the game? Is it cool? And he's like, I don't know. I've never even seen it. And I'd be like, oh, you just found a cool soundtrack? And started playing it while we were cleaning the apartment. Play it, Enki Dude? I will try. Is there like a Switch port? Because that would be probably the easiest way for me to play it. Legaia is great. Sequel was okay, says Mana. By the way, who here says Mana and who here says Mana? F it, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it rip here. Mana. Straw Hat Brian says mana. AQ says mana. Dwight Taylor says mana. I only say mana when I am playing Magic the Gathering sometimes. Or if I'm playing Gems of War. The Puppet, what's going on? Mana Surge. Whoa, Tiny Cat almost knocked over my whole microphone. He needs some room. He's trying to jump up to the windowsill here. Let me move some things. Tiny Cat? We beat the tower, kind of. Cheese? Heal yourself. Shake your ass. Heal yourself. You play MTG, what format? This Shadow? I really don't. I only play it when, like, I'm at a friend's house, and he busts out the decks, and he's like, here, try this one. Because I, like, know the rules well enough, and I am not, like, a total idiot, so I can figure out, like, how the engine works, you know? Yes, sir, filling up that there mana, Bob. But I used to work for a company that basically made card games. Like, I used to work for this company called To Be Continued. And our main product, I guess, was we created the cards for and balanced the Chaotic trading card game. This was back in like 2008 or something. But it was, Chaotic was a TV show that was very popular in Canada for some reason. And it was semi-popular in the US. It was animated by the same studio that did those Aaron E-Surance commercials. I don't know if anybody remembers those. But basically my job was to play this game all day and find out if any strategies were too busted. And if they were, we would nerf them. We did playtesting. We also did playtesting for a bunch of other companies that were like, hey, we made a board game, try it out and tell us if it's fun. And it was a cool job. But like, probably a good 20% of my job was going to like New York Comic-Con or like Wizard World Philly or like Gen Con in, I think, Indy or Origins in Ohio. Maybe I have those locations mixed up. But I would go to cons and I would show people how to play this game. Like, you know, some nerdy mom would bring their, like, 10-year-old daughter over, be like, ooh, what's this? This looks cool. And I'd be like, it is cool. Let me show you how to play. And I'd give them a product demonstration, and I'd show them how to play the game, and I would try to sell them starter decks and stuff like that. And I was good at what I did. But also, another part of my job. Yes, you have your own con, Jen. Another part of my job was that I was a code master. So, like, what you could do is if you found us at an event, like we would have events at these conventions or sometimes our own events at Toys R Us. These kids, or often adults, would challenge the code master with some deck they'd built. And if they ever beat a Codemaster, they'd get, like, a booster box and some t-shirts and a whole bunch of, like, promo cards and Chaotic-related merchandise. So we a lot of us at the office really prided ourselves on never having lost a Codemaster challenge. But I think overall, in my entire career, I went like 17-1 in my Codemaster challenges. And the one that I lost, I'm glad I lost to these kids, right? It was two young kids who were probably like 10 years old. And one of them was playing and the other was like whispering in his ear, giving him advice. Which, you know, I let him. Maybe I could have said that that was illegal, but like they were brainstorming with each other during the match, and they barely eked out a victory against me. And this was at some Toys R Us event where like I really didn't have enough product to give them, and I was like, hey, I can give you some promo cards now, but are you guys gonna be at Comic-Con 2 weeks from now? And they were like, heck yeah, we're gonna be there. So, 2 weeks later, they showed up to Comic-Con as I was in the middle of another Codemaster challenge against a guy who was, like, pissed that he could never beat me. And I was crushing him one more time, right? And this was a guy who, like, was a little bit rude, and I did not like him. And he had tried over and over to beat the Codemasters and could not do it. So what was actually really satisfying was to have these two kids show up as he was attempting yet again to beat the Codemasters and failing. But when these kids showed up, and I was like, oh, you're the two kids that beat the Codemaster. Yeah, that was a great game. Let me give you your products. So in front of this guy who was like kind of a D-bag, I handed these kids like a bunch of t-shirts, a bunch of booster packs, and a bunch more promo codes, and I could tell this other guy was like, these kids beat you and I can't. But what was funny though, was like I had to yell at my coworker from like across the convention, and he somehow heard me over the noise of this crowd. And so he threw these bundled up t-shirts at me. It was like probably like a good 40-yard throw. And I jumped higher than I've ever jumped in my life to snatch these things out of mid-air. And these kids were like, whoa, I didn't know that was humanly possible. So that felt good. Got scammed by both GameStop and Walmart. I'll never spend another penny with either one. Big Chris, you want to talk about it? I showed up to a town thinking that, like, maybe I could, stay at an inn somewhere. I could have sworn, though, that, like, at one point when you come back here, there's a Magicite for you to find. Am I wrong about that? Why he talking about shirts? Meep? Because I've never owned one. Clearly. Get Shrek'd is right, Genevieve B. Let's visit my, children here. I want to see Katerin's baby. This song always gets me. This one's a tearjerker. Same, dude, same. Can I nap? I can't? Don't I live here? Alright, let's just GTFO. Sean P? Wife bearer? I knew what you meant. Thanks, autocorrect. How do I become a member? It's one of my life goals. Yo, Canyon H, I'm so glad you asked that. So, often people will gift memberships here, and you might get lucky with a gifted membership. But in order to receive a gifted membership, you have to turn on a certain setting in the chat somewhere. Like, maybe click those 3 dots. I think it's something like accept gifts. Or you can just join by clicking that little, there's like a $sign icon in the chat somewhere. And it should have some options like send a super sticker or send a super chat, which is to give a direct donation. Or you can become a channel member that way. But from what I understand, a lot of people don't have that option when they're on mobile, and that's kind of weird. Speaking of weird, let's just do like a random cutscene here. Really all I have left to do is go to the final dungeon, aka the Fungeon. But I think there is at least like a weird cutscene that I want to show you. involving Gao and his daddy? Wait. It was somewhere over here, right? Yeah, I think I passed it. So I want to say this cutscene depends on who's in your party. Your member picture of you? What are you talking about, Raykov? Oh, you mean like that video I did a long time ago about, hey, you should be a member? Yeah, that was the old me, with long hair. Does Shadow ever acknowledge that Realm is his kid? That's a great question, Cupid Punch. Kupopo! Change party members? Yes. I think there are also some cutscenes we can see if Crab, aka Shadow, is in the party. Well, let's do, like, this, maybe? Speaking of, haircut win. Genevieve B, probably tomorrow. Or the next day. Just booted up the game. Last time I played, I was farming rage abilities in the Veldt. And I cannot remember what I have left. Probably not the greatest spot for an extended break. Yo, Canyon Hoskins? I appreciate you saying that. Wish I had money so I could give it to you. Unfortunately, I also have food to eat. I understand. I understand. If you want to help me out, but you don't have the money to do it, just click that like button. That helps out a ton. Or double tap if you're on your phone, like you said earlier. Alright, not even gonna equip anyone. Let's go do this scene here. You keep saying that, says Genevieve B. Do I? Go, unless you're a repair person. What? Haven't seen any skilled repair people in ages. Wait a second. I thought there was supposed to be a whole scene here. Maybe I have to leave in order to trigger it? Or, maybe I need the right people in my party. Okay, let's try it again. I think maybe if I have, like, Sabin and possibly Sellers in the party? We'll figure it out. But there's like a weird cutscene that happens here. Maybe the goo needs to be in the party as well. Yeah, let's let this kid who was raised by animals fly the airship. Is Edgar a repair person? Cupid Punch? Probably, actually. He's real handy with machines, if you know what I mean. And by that, I mean literally he's good with machinery. Here it is, okay. Oh, hello again. Yep, you are tops. That's why we... Quick, fix that chair. Then you can use it to reach the roof. You don't suppose... Chomp, could this be your father? Ooh! Come on, Chomp. It's true, right? Father? Yes, this is definitely your father. Chomp's father? Ooga-oo! He's got Meowth's voice. Right, let's go tell your father the news. He needs to know you're his son. Does he, though? Just a minute, we can't go in there with you looking like this. I know, let's go to Jadur and give you a makeover. Oh my gosh, I love that Beef is a big muscle head, but he's also like, yes, fashion, let's go shopping. Yo, Mana with the cool $5. As we're doing like a silly shopping scene, Canyon Hoskins sent a super chat. I love when people send super chats for other people who say that they can't. Hey, everyone spam Mana in the chat, and then put a cliff in the chat for Canyon Hoskins. Hey, let's add 10 to the to-go counter. We got 86 lifts to do, everybody. No, Chomp, don't eat with your fingers. Yow! Don't say yow when you mean yes. Ho! They're trying to teach him manners here. Beef is obviously the best person to do that. How do you like these? Wait, what about those? Oh well. Did you say something? No, nothing. Which is it going to be? Oh, this is nice, but do you think it becomes Chomp? Well... Crab is just here. What? Nothing. What a jaunty hat. Not at. What? What does he mean, not at? Hey, thanks for the mana, everybody. Shinku Jin, welcome. Or is it Shinku Jin? Wait a minute, where's the hat? Did he eat the hat? This is it. This is it. Me go to funeral. Wait, why is Beef saying both of those lines? And why is he saying me go to funeral? Perfect. Functional yet sporty. Done. I don't think... Phew, completely lacking in fashion. Excuse me, sir. Could you order some clothes like the ones I'm wearing? Impossible. Megan, how dare you think of sticking him in that kinda getup? This is supposed to be funny. But the dialogue doesn't make that much sense. Oh, okay, you know what? He looks rather dapper here. Okay, Chomp. Now, any father'd be glad to have a son like you. Ooh. And yeah, this is a cutscene that I think you can only find if, I guess, Gao and Sabin, that is, Chomp and Beef, are both in the party when you talk to this guy. Excuse me, sir. Who in blazes are you? Oh, the repairman. Sir, you had a son, right? You with me? You with me? At first I thought, he's not saying that you had a son with me. No, he's saying you with me? Like, you follow me, camera guy? Yeah, it lost me, says Genevieve B. Son? Right, the truth is, he's alive. Come here, Chomp. Father? What is this? What's with this son business? I never had a son. But now that you mention it, I once had a terrible dream. In it, a demon child was born. I grabbed the creature and rushed off to the veldt with it. It was crying like crazy when I arrived on the veldt. But, sir... I left the child there, and without looking back, I turned and started to run. I'm trying to tell you. Suddenly, the crying stopped. I turned around and saw a frightful monster. Hideous, still gives me the shakes. I give up, says Beef. JB, what's going on? But you, young man, your parents must be proud of you. I still have dreams of that demon child. Frightening. Why, you old... He's completely lost his mind. Chomp, I'm gonna clobber him. Wow! Thane, welcome. Too bad you can't keep him in this outfit for the rest of the game. I'm sorry. I'm using the same voice for Beef that I used for Hector in Fire Emblem, which we recently finished. Father alive! Happy. I don't know what voice to give Chomp. The Meowth voice I already gave to Mog. To Piano, that is. Had the same dream once, then I woke up and made breakfast for my daughter. Beep, great. Yo, Jill of Trades! I've seen you commenting on my videos recently. You cannot grasp the true form of Gao's happiness. That's true. Let's air anchor one of these. I, forgot to equip these people. So, you know what? Let's just hit them with the Meteor or something. And obviously I'm gonna do Stray Cat Rage. No, let's do Senior Behemoth. Yo, Jill, we love Earthbound on this channel. Shoot, I messed it up. I had a dream that I was a muffler. I woke up exhausted. Oh my gosh, Jeremiah F. Accidentally scrolled down to the next stream. It was two guys putting rubber bands around a watermelon. At least I could still scroll up for real content. Yo, Canyon, I appreciate you. Yeah, stop scrolling, people. You made it. You found some, you found a real live human being who is playing a fun game and is fun to interact with. That said, I should go to bed, pretty soon. What do we have left to do? I might try to get those cutscenes with Shadow in the party. Let's put my friend Wolf and 5 in the party as well. And sure, Chomp can stay there. Okay, it's bedtime. Good night. Yo, Genevieve B, thank you so much for watching me stream. You the best. Okay, I think we want to go to Tamasa and stay at the inn. Tetris 4 Mario, how are you? Hey, welcome in, everybody. Thanks for giving me a shot. My name's KarmaJolt. I'm, kind of funny sometimes, and I play a lot of amazing games, and we have an awesome community. So, like, I don't know, if you're having a fun time, consider subscribing and coming back sometime. I also have a Discord. There's a link to it in the video description. We post a lot of cat pictures. But I also, like, I will always announce on the Discord before I go live with a live stream, so that's the best way to get updates, you know? What am I looking for? Is it this? What am I fighting for? Maybe it's down here. Yeah, this is it. So let's land here. I have an unequipped party. So I hope I don't get into like a random encounter in the one step it takes me to get to this town. Okay, so from what I understand, when Crab is in the party, aka Shadow, if you stay at the inn here, or if you stay at certain inns and just like sleep somewhere, he will have like a flashback or possibly a nightmare where he relives certain parts of his past Cupid Punch. But I don't know how to trigger those specifically. Yeah, it didn't really happen. Does Realm need to be in the party too? KarmaJolt pre-records all of these and uses precognition to read chat. You got me, Cupid Punch. Stephen Hunt, welcome. Yeah, does anyone know how to trigger the cutscenes? Yeah, maybe I need Strago and Realm in the party. That is, Carpet and Cheese. Because it is rumored that Crab is Cheese's father. And you know what? Yeah, let's have the Yeti be in the party. Forgot I could sub doing that right now. Yo, appreciate you, Canyon. Land, oh my gosh. Cupid Punch, you're the tinfoil hat wearer winner of the month. No, Tetris for Mario? Not even close. Yeah, Jill of Trays. Okay, let's try that. So let's try sleeping at the inn with Crab in the lead. I'm sorry, his default name is Shadow. But also with Strago and Realm in the party. That is Carpet and Cheese. And see if the cutscene happens now. No? 50% chance for dream encounter? Googling it now. JB, thank you so much. Okay, let's just keep trying it then. That's weird, because the last time I played this, I tried over and over and over to get it to happen, and it just did not. If you had to choose tacos or burger, Giuseppina, I would say, like just to have one now, tacos, because I just had burgers. Shadow Dream activates RNG. Guess that's why it's 1 GP. Huh, it is not happening. Kolingen before the opera scene? So, is there any way for me to trigger them now that I'm definitely done with the opera scene? Let's try a different town. With Shadow with you, you'll get your dreams. You can trigger them in Doma Castle. Yeah, it's just like not happening for me. That's Figaro, right? Let's like take a random stop in Figaro and see if I can figure out how to do this. When you planning on 100%ing Final Fantasy II, Karma? I was not planning on doing that, but Horse Kex, I might play it. Need a rest? Yeah. If you play Legend of Legaia, play it blind/no guide. I play everything blind, I'll tell you that. The joke is that I have terrible eyesight. It can happen in any inn? Weird that it wasn't happening. Oh, the 5th dream. So did I need to have seen the dreams already, JB? Okay, maybe that's why it's not happening. Well, that stinks. Yeah, maybe I missed my window of opportunity. Oh yeah, you can't sleep in Zozo. Okay, I need to have seen the 4 dreams already. Alright, I guess we missed our chance to see. I didn't realize that. Thank you. Dang, what's left to do in this game besides, like, go beat it, huh? We could mess around in the Coliseum a little bit. Oh, you know what? I really didn't properly show off the Illumina sword. No shorts for us. Cupid Punch? I guess not. Let's save the game here. Grind everyone to max level. Do you have all rages? I don't. I'm gonna mess around in the Coliseum a little bit. What does this guy say when I talk to him? As long as there are people who need to be protected, I'll fight. Change party members? Yeah, you bet. Crab. Fries. Piano is only level 42. Same with beef? Okay. Same with Chomp. Oh, okay, so there's an order for the dreams in a set sequence revealing more about Shadow's past. Dang, I guess I missed it. Okay, let's give this guy Genji and Offering. And then give him, yeah, Illumina, which gives a ton of stats. And then, like, the Wing Edge is fine here. Actually, Greatest is fine, too. So is Atma Weapon, sure. You can have Force Armor. I don't know what to get him. Sure, I'll just give him that. I have a bunch of Genji gloves, don't I? Black Belt is actually pretty good. Especially when they've got 2 weapons. And are in the Coliseum. I'm gonna give this guy Marvel Shoes and, like, a ton of protection. Ribbon. Let's give him the Pearl Lance. And the Paladin Shield. Amazing. Oh yeah, how do I get a Snow Muffler, by the way? Stunner is amazing. Circlet is great. Genji armor. I can have him learn Life 2 and stuff. Wait. Okay. Yo, Raykov, thanks for showing up. I'll see you soon. Alright, I'm gonna save, and I don't know what I can get in the Coliseum here, but let's mess with it. Ultros works here, by the way. There's a meaning behind the steps in the main menu. Something about Fafnir and Traveler. There are abilities that deal damage based on... Oops. Based on how many steps you've taken. Let's get a rename card. Wait, what happens if I wager this? Alright, for sure saving a save file here. I can get a Tintinabar? I don't want that. Reset. Immediate reset. But if you wager a regular elixir like we saw, you can get a rename card here, and that's pretty cool. Crab? Get him. Ow. Slow? Yeah, so this is probably why you want Umaru in the arena. Is that Umaru will, like, pretty much always attack. But your characters have a chance to use, like, any spell in their repertoire. So they might do something worthless like slow, or scan, or mute, you know? I don't know if this guy can beat a Cactrot. Doom him! Yeah, let's go! It missed. Ouch. Okay, this is not going well. Let's reset here. That's taking too long. What if I wager that? I get an elixir? Forget it. Cactus, natural enemy of the ninja. What's a good thing to wager here? Let's try this. Genji helmet for a regal crown? That might be okay. I don't know anything about the Colosseum here, so we're learning together. Oh, that thing's really good, and I want it. Let's get that. Chupon is always a troll enemy in the Colosseum, huh? Yes! Crunch! That's right. We X-fighting here. Dead. I got a Minerva, which is an awesome armor for the ladies. I already forgot what I wagered for it. But check this out. Raises MP by 1/4. Also 50% damage from water, earth, light, and poison. No effect from wind, lightning, ice, and fire. Can be used by bird or tipsy. Gives 10 M block. Decent stats. Great defense and magic defense. Yeah, Cupid Punch. That was real easy. If you have any fire, ice, or thunder shields, you can get good stuff. Brandon Greer, thank you. I'm happy with that Minerva for the Tsarina gown. Or you know what? Did I wager something that was really good? I don't know. But hey, let's do like 50 calf raises now. Walter M. Yeah, I'm just like messing around in the Colosseum, but I have a lot of reps to go, so let's do those. That was my ankles popping. Did you hear that? Let's go like a dish. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Alright, that's a good stopping point. Whew, I can feel it too. This mechanic always felt half-baked. In a game where 1/4 of the characters have a berserk status, it's never felt fun to hit randomize and hope Terra uses X attack and not poison. Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, a lot of characters in this game do have like a berserk mode. Like Dance with Mog basically puts him in berserk. Rages basically put Gao in berserk. Umaru is always berserked. Anyone else? Yo, Canyon, thanks for showing up, and I'll see you soon. You're in better shape than me. Yo, Wing Zero, look, if you do some of the reps with me, you'll be in pretty good shape in no time. Get a pump. Drink water. Yo, TTC345. Shoot, I finished my water. I'll get more in a second. Okay, so Cathood gives you the Merit Award if I wager that and win. What is the Merit Award? Is that the thing that lets you equip anything? That's pretty good. Where's Cathood? Do I have that? Maybe I don't have a Cathood. Where do I find that? What happens if I wager this? Oh, I can get the Tsarina gown back. Okay, so I don't feel so bad about losing that Tsarina gown and trading it for the Minerva, because I can always get it back. I think Moogle suit gives Cathood. I am not giving up my Moogle suit, because it lets you be a Moogle. Unless, like, one of these lets you get a, another Moogle suit. Yeah, the Minerva is super good. Faust. Alright, so let's just see what these give me. Like, if I wager, like, a Tabby suit, what does that do? And, like, yeah, I'm gonna be annoying with these save states. Okay, I can get a Chocobo suit. Get him, Piano. Silly item always takes precedence. That's right, Giuseppina. Dang, I got crit. Yeah, let's mute this this tiny dinosaur. That's a great idea. Yo, Mr. Marks, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a minute. Bop. Dead. Pearled him. Oh, baby, the Pearl Lance has a chance to do this on hit. So, yeah. Yeah, I've been sort of busy recently. You want to tell me about it? But hey, glad to see you. Micah Love, I love your content. I like to use Umaru in the arena. Yeah. I was just talking about how, like, he's very reliable because he'll always, like, do some sort of attack, right? Imp Halberd gives Cathood. Saber X Fencer, I would maybe wager an Imp Halberd if I had another one of them. Oh, oops. What am I doing? Alright, let's wager this Chocobo suit, though. Here I'm gonna save again. That will give me another Moogle suit. Get him, Beef. Steal Imp Halberds in Umaru Cave. Wind attack! Take that, veteran. He's getting counterattacked. Nope, guess not. Can't wait to stream tomorrow. Being able to stream in the shorts format gives me the opportunity to get more people to watch. Aces, yeah, that's how I started too. That seemed unfair. Chocobo suit? Give me another Moogle suit. Yo, Mad Mike, thanks for showing up. Yeah, get you some sleep. Thank you for your service, says Cupid Punch. What, this? You're welcome. X Zone. Me. Missed. So sorry. Yo, Canyon, you don't have to apologize. I'm glad you showed up. I'm gonna imp this dude. Damn, I really need to block like an instant death thing, or stop getting unlucky with that roulette. Get him, Crab. Hey, DK, I got camp tomorrow, so I dropped a like. Gotta go to bed soon, though. Yo, Remy Ribbit, thank you so much. What kind of camp? What kind of camp we talking? Why does the roulette seem to end before it chooses a victim there? And also, why am I losing this many times in a row? Remy, I hope it goes smoothly, and you have a fun time. Jill of Trades, yeah, this enemy would be less annoying if it weren't for those teeths in the front. So that roulette ability is supposed to, like, random a target there, but it seems to be picking me exclusively. I feel like Fries is my best bet. Oof is right. Oh, roulette is rigged in Coliseum, okay. Couldn't steal! Alright. I could equip him with some, like, protects against instant death thing, but, like, I don't want to do that. What about this? Ooh, I could win a force armor. For this force armor, okay. What about that? What does that do? Snow muffler! That's something I want. Super Mario Lost Levels is hard. Oh boy, it is. Yeah, Giuseppina. I played all the way through that for my channel members. And I died a lot, but we had a fun time. Okay, that one was significantly easier. Let me show you this, though. That snow muffler. How cozy is the description. 50% damage from fire, absorbs ice. 128 defense. Then 10 evade, 10 magic block, 90 magic defense. Damn. Piano, Chomp, and Wolf can equip it. I do have the Illumina Sword, Saber. I think. Yeah, this guy's got it. Remy Ribbit. Yeah, let's talk about it sometime. I think I'm gonna go. Yo, I like ducks. Thank you for clicking that like button with your beak. I assume you like ducks because you are a duck. I don't know. You don't have to be, I guess. Let's do these 36 calf raises, everybody. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Selena, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. One extra. Oh my gosh, I can feel that. They go by fast, though. Selena, welcome. Love your content, says ALCX. Have you ever considered having a viewer play as second player in FF6 via Parsec or something? I have not considered that, but yeah, this game does have a two-player mode technically, and we showed that off in a previous stream. Everybody, I did the reps. We got to 156. I think though, this is where I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna save the game and call it, everybody. I should go to bed. I should have gone to bed like an hour ago. But hey, thank you so much for watching me play a little bit of Final Fantasy VI on the Super SNES System Classic. Until next time. Oh yeah, I gotta level up the Odin Esper Saber X Fencer. Yeah, let's do that, then I think beat the game next stream. But well, we'll do that later. For now, I'm going to bed. You get some sleep too. This is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great.